Hi, and welcome. I'm Lisa Lowe with Arrive. Your life is waiting. I'm going to lead a meditation today that's based on an ancient Tibetan meditation called Tonglen, which basically means receiving and giving. This is sometimes considered a very advanced meditation. It used to be a highly guarded secret that only Tibetan monks in the monasteries would practice. But a Tibetan teacher, very well known Tibetan teacher, Pema Chodron, brought it to the West and introduced it in a modified format that even beginners like me and you can practice safely and receive great benefit from. So I invite you to go ahead and spend a couple of moments taking your seat and arriving, and take your seat with a sense of your birthright of dignity, your right to be here in your life at this time on this planet, a sense of your own worthiness. And when I say arrive, I mean be fully here the best you can. It's time to let go of your busy list of things to do and your regrets from yesterday, things you wish you'd done or said. And with each breath, inviting yourself to just be here, one breath at a time. Allow your thoughts to be here. Invite your body to be here and your breath. So all parts of you are in the same place at the same time. And once you feel like you've arrived and taken your seat, you're welcome to close your eyes if you like, or you can keep them open. And know that at any time during this meditation, if it's not working for you, you can open your eyes, look around, and just bring yourself back to your breath. I'm so glad you're here. All right. So, a couple of full breaths with a longer, slower exhale as the body begins to settle on your chair or cushion, allowing a sense of relaxation, softness, if that's available to you today. Allowing an easy breath, a gentle rising and falling of the chest and the belly with each inhale and exhale. As you continue to settle, continue to breathe. And just knowing that you can just return to your breath at any time as an anchor, sense of refuge. And just to begin, I'll invite you to just imagine a sense of universal presence that is bigger than you. And some people call this a higher power. Some people call this divine love. Some people call it the vast blue sky. Some people picture it as a light, maybe a divine light or celestial light. Whatever that is for you, just inviting in a sense of awareness that is larger than you, greater than you, of which you are a part, like a drop of ocean water. A wisp of a cloud in that vast blue sky. And if you can, imagine that with each in-breath, you can just breathe in that sense of divine presence, higher power, universal love. Breathe that in, and with each inhale, allow the sense of that to be imparted and carried throughout your entire body, down the abdomen, through the legs, the ankles, the feet, and the toes, from the lungs out the shoulders and arms, hands and fingers. Each in-breath filling your body, surrounding and inside of each cell, a sense of divine, universal love and well-being, well-wishing. The throat, the neck, the head, the brain, and in and around the heart. You might picture this as a bright light of white or a color filling your body with each inhale. And then with each exhale, imagine that you're breathing that color out as well. That light, that sense of well-being, of being loved, knowing that this universal love or divine consciousness, that within that we are such a small part, and yet we are deeply, deeply loved and valued. And if this begins to stick for you, that's okay. If you're feeling like you don't deserve that or don't believe in that, just setting aside those doubts and continuing to breathe as if this was true. Knowing that whatever this is that you're breathing in, however this makes sense for you, continuing to breathe it in and be filled with it, and then breathe it out, knowing that with each exhale, there is still a universal, vast, limitless amount of this love and light. So by breathing it out, you're sharing in the flow, but it is no way diminished the amount of light and love that is filling you. Feeling yourself so very loved, so very valued. Imagine now, if you will, someone sitting before you, facing you, who's very, very dear to you. Someone who may be struggling, maybe facing some difficult challenges, big or small. Just knowing that as a human being, we all face struggles and hard times, hardships. And as you continue to breathe in this divine light, higher consciousness, higher power, breathing that in and then exhaling it toward this person, your beloved. And then as you do that, inhaling and exhaling, sending this universal love, this sense of being so very loved and valued that comes from a place greater than you even. You can mix it with your own love as well. And then begin with each inhale to breathe in little bits of the suffering, the challenge, the hardship of this beloved, so that it comes closer to your heart. You can deeply touch with compassion the true nature of your beloved's suffering. And imagine that in your heart, in your being, their suffering becomes merged with this divine love, divine presence. And you continue to breathe and exhale out that divine love and healing from your higher power, from universal consciousness to them. So breathing in their suffering, knowing that it will not harm you because you are imbued and filled with this divine love. And then exhaling that divine love out to them, that healing, whatever those healing thoughts, whatever would feel healing that would serve them. Inhaling, filling yourself, and exhaling, sending out to them. Inhaling both the divine love as well as their suffering. And then exhaling, healing, and love back out to them. This is a very powerful exchange that allows us to be transformed by this giving and receiving of healing, suffering, and love, knowing that this is the cycle of life. This is the greatest compassion, to touch deeply another's suffering and then offer love and healing in return. And when you're ready, you may release the image of this beloved of yours and wish them well as they go forward in their lives with healing and love. And then calling to your awareness another person who you love, who you really care about. And imagine them before you, facing you. Get a sense of the nature of their suffering, big or small, knowing that as human beings, we all suffer. We all face challenge and hardship. Breathing in again that sense of light and universal love, and begin directing that from your heart to them as a healing balm. Breathing that in and out. And then begin to breathe in their suffering, bringing it close inside your heart so you can really taste the nature of it. And then in exchange, breathing out this universal love, light, and healing. Continuing with this exchange of suffering transformed into healing and love. You can begin to release this image of this loved one before you, wishing them well and in their place, just bringing in a vision of the vast blue sky, divine love, universal healing. One more time, inviting a sense of another person or animal that you would like to send some healing to. And this can even be someone you don't know well. Just knowing that as human beings, we all suffer. We all face challenges and hardships. And again, begin by breathing in this sense of something greater than you. It carries with it this unconditional love, is a healing balm for all of humanity. Sending that out to this person so that they too can be filled with this sense of something larger that contains love, passion, healing. And then with each breath in, begin to breathe in this person's suffering, whatever it may be, even if you don't know what it is, touching that suffering and then breathing out, sending out love and healing. Breathing in the suffering and breathing out healing and love, compassion. Mentioned before, this is considered an advanced meditation. To be able to have the courage to breathe in and touch the suffering of another person, another human being, and the trust that there can be this alchemy of transformation of suffering into love and healing. So if this feels or felt challenging for you, congratulations. It does for all of us. It's a practice. So you can return to this anytime you feel like you're up for a challenge. And you can certainly return to this meditation anytime you yourself need healing, because you can always send this to yourself. Imagine that you're sitting in front of yourself and then send this to your own heart as well. So, my deepest wish is that this practice will benefit you and all those whose lives you touch. Thank you so much for being here.